Hello, and welcome. You may have seen tarot cards before and wondered how people actually read them. Can a deck of cards predict the future, or can it help us look at a situation from a different angle? In this video, we will start with the basics. We will look at what is inside a tarot deck, how to make a simple 3-card spread, and how to approach interpretation with curiosity and common sense. First, one important note. Tarot is not an absolute truth, and it is not a replacement for medical, legal, financial, or mental health advice. It is most useful as a tool for reflection. The images can give us a language for feelings, worries, and possibilities that may already be present in our lives. A standard tarot deck has 78 cards. They are divided into two main groups, the major arcana and the minor arcana. The major arcana contains 22 cards. You may recognize names such as the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Sun, and the World. These cards often point to larger themes: change, choice, a lesson, a new chapter, or an inner process. One card can worry beginners: death. In tarot, it is almost never read literally. More often, it represents the end of something familiar, letting go of an old habit, or making room for a new beginning. The minor arcana contains the remaining 56 cards. These are often closer to everyday life. They are divided into 4 suits. Wands can suggest action, energy, ideas, and direction. Cups are connected to feelings, relationships, and our inner world. Swords often relate to thoughts, conversations, decisions, and tension. Pentacles point to work, money, home, habits, and practical matters. These are not rigid rules. The same card can feel different depending on the question, its position in the spread, and the cards around it. That is why you do not need to memorize every meaning on your first day. When people say tarot works, that does not have to mean the cards make decisions for us. A more grounded approach is to use them as a mirror. They can bring a fear, hope, pattern, or possibility into focus. The choice is still ours. For example, instead of asking, "Will I succeed in my new job?" try asking, "What is important for me to understand about this opportunity?" or, "How can I prepare for it?" The second kind of question does not ask for a verdict. It creates room for choice and action. The same idea can help with relationships. Will this person come back? Can keep us stuck in waiting. A more useful question is, what do I need to understand about this relationship? Or, how can I take care of myself in this situation? Before you draw cards, create a little space for yourself. You do not need a special ritual. Sit comfortably, clear the table, put your phone away, and focus on your question for a moment. Shuffle slowly. Do not rush to find the perfect card. The point is to pause and then look at the situation with more attention. The easiest spread for beginners uses 3 cards. You can place them as past, present, and possible development. The first card points to what led to the situation. The second shows where you are now. The third is not a fixed prediction. It is a direction that may unfold if nothing changes. There is another practical version: situation, challenge, and advice. This is especially useful for a specific question about work, a relationship, or a personal choice. Instead of waiting for a prediction, you look at what is happening, what is difficult, and what a sensible next step could be. Let us look at a short example. The question is, what do I need to understand about my current situation? 3 cards appear: the 8 of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Sun. The 8 of Swords often describes the feeling of being stuck. We may feel pressured, confused, or convinced that we have no choice. But the card invites us to check whether part of the limitation comes from the way we see the problem. The Queen of Cups brings a different energy: calm, emotional maturity, and listening to your own intuition. She reminds us that not every answer comes from more analysis. Sometimes we need to settle first. And the Sun is an image of clarity, openness, and ease. Together, these cards do not say, "This will definitely happen." They offer a reading. You may be overwhelmed by your thoughts right now, but if you approach the situation calmly and honestly, it has a better chance to become clear. There are a few common mistakes. The first is asking the same question again and again. If you draw cards about a relationship, then ask the exact same thing 10 minutes later, you will probably not gain more clarity. You will only add more noise. The second mistake is reading cards too literally. The Tower, for example, can point to a sudden change or the collapse of an illusion. That does not make it a bad card. Sometimes something unstable needs to change before a stronger foundation can be built. The third mistake is giving the cards power over our decisions, or using them to control other people. Bring the focus back to yourself. What am I feeling? What can I do? What do I need? If you are just starting, draw one card a day. Look at it. Notice the colors, the people, the objects, and your first reaction. Then read a few basic meanings. In the evening, write down whether you noticed anything connected to that card's theme. Over time, you will build your own vocabulary instead of simply repeating definitions from a book. Finally, approach tarot ethically. Do not frighten people, do not make absolute judgments, and do not turn a reading into dependence. It is more honest to say, this is a possible tendency, this is a symbolic interpretation. The choice is yours. Tarot can be a beautiful way to reflect, as long as we use it with balance. Choose a deck you enjoy. Start with 3 cards. Ask clear questions, and take notes. The cards do not run your life. They can only give you a reason to pause, look more closely, and take your next step with greater awareness. If this video was helpful, subscribe and leave a comment with the card or topic you would like to explore next. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.